Robertson. What a day for football in Norman. It is beautiful as the first Saturday of November as the Oklahoma Sooners at home against the Kansas Jayhawks. You remember what happened last year when OU played Kansas? So do I. And I'm sure the Sooner football team hasn't forgotten either. And today they have to go up against one of the best passing attacks in the nation, led by quarterback Mike Norsteth, a quarterback OU head coach Barry Switzer says is the best in the Big 8 Conference. But good news for Sooner fans, because All-America nose guard Tony Casillas gets back to action today, and the Sooner offense will welcome the return of running back Spencer Tillman. Should be a great day for football as we'll take a look and see how that Sooner offense operates against the Kansas Jayhawks. Oklahoma football with head coach Barry Switzer is brought to you by Budweiser. Beechwood aged for that distinctively clean, crisp taste that makes Budweiser the king of beers. For all you do, this Bud's for you. Hi, everybody, and welcome to Oklahoma football. I'm Robbie Robertson with OU head coach Barry Switzer. The Sooners impressive over Kansas this past Saturday, 48-6 to run their record to 5-1 on the year, and that looked easier than you thought it might be, wasn't it, Coach?
No, it was a repeat of last Saturday. I didn't expect it to be. I was worried, and I told the press, and when I walked into the big red room, I said I was worried going into the ball game. I don't know why, because it was a repeat of last week. Our offense, I thought our defense would play well. I felt that we would probably control their passing game, and I knew that we would control the running game, but I didn't know if we would move the football again like we did against Iowa State, and we did again. Over 8 yards per snap. Jamel Holloway even had a better game than he had last week, and our fullbacks did the job where our halfbacks against Iowa State made all the yardage. This week our fullbacks had the big game plus the quarterbacks.
Got to play against Northseth, though. How concerned were you about how to defense that guy?
Well, they don't have the running game that Miami has an outstanding running game because their backs are outstanding, but Kansas doesn't have that. We elected to defer to the second half, and they come out and run the ball the first play for no gain. And our defensive front right away, Darrell Reed establishes himself, and Tony Casillas is back, the best down lineman in America playing. There's Bosworth, the best linebacker in the country.
He had a great game, too.
Bosworth, we had one pro scout say that Brian Bosworth is the best linebacker in college football since Tommy Nobis played at Texas, and that was 1963. With Bosworth again making play. Makes more big plays, makes more tackles, and has more control of the ball game than any linebacker in a long, long time.
Northseth spent a good deal of his time Saturday scrambling around. This is a 3rd and 9 play here.
You've got to scramble again. There's the linebackers coming back to make the play. Dante Jones, Bosworth, 44. They got to punt the football. They came up a yard short. That's the game of inches, the quickness and speed of the linebackers to come back and get a scrambling quarterback, keep him from making a first down. Punt the ball. We get field position here.
We were offsides.
We were offsides and gave them back. We had the ball at the 20, and they come back. Ricky Dixon lined up offsides. There's Crudup playing starting cornerback. Derek Crudup, the sophomore from Daytona Beach, Florida, that transferred from Florida, started his first start at left cornerback. He was quarterback, split receiver, and finally made the starting team as a cornerback. He's a big, fine, good athlete. Going to be a good player. There's Tony Casillas, 92. Welcome back, Big Tony. Great football player. It's like Mike Godfrey said, he's a man.
Little boy, you got that right.
Bosworth on the blitz, and it picked him up, and there was Sonny Brown, secondary, get the guy down for 1st and 10.
3rd and 2 now.
They run a quarterback sneak from pre-shift, which catches your defense by surprise. Their linemen weren't even down, and quarterback tries to throw back, screen, and it's covered and has to throw it out of bounds. Motion, one back set. They did a lot of this. 4 receiver trips out that side, flat, and Mr. Rayburn. Big Tony hits him in the mouth there for no gain.
Willie Vaughn on the receiving end of that punishment. 3rd and 8 now for Kansas.
Motion one back, roll left. See, he's not a traditional drop back passer. They roll right and roll left, and he throws it away out of the end zone. And
about 18 rows up.
Mike upset with that, upset with his quarterback. Stomp our turf out there. Mike, settle down now.
So Kansas, after Coach Gottfried gets through here, Kansas, Jeff Johnson comes on and boots through a 31-yard field goal.
31-yard ball back here and gets the ball back to the 30-yard line. And run a trap play. First play. Lydell Carr had a big day. He had 114 yards, 14 carries. Option play. There's Lydell for about 6 or 7. Good job, Jamel Holloway running the option play.
3rd and 1.
Jamel Holloway, don't make it right there. Busted blocking assignment, and we get whipped. So we're going to punt it away. Take them a few inches short. We had to find out what they're going to play on defense, short yardage. And, oh, good play. Got a chance to score. Ball on the ball. They got it back. Can you believe that?
They said that the Kansas player did not touch the ball. If he had, and OU had gotten it in the end zone, would have been a touchdown. But Kansas has it.
You know, I didn't realize that. I thought he had touched the ball.
It looked like it from the press box. Yeah. The word we got from the sidelines was he didn't. So Kansas trying to run the football.
There's Mr. Tony. You see us, 92. There he comes again. Tony again. Boy, he's a difference maker. He just overpowers. One guy can't block him. 280 pounds, runs a 4.8 40, bench presses over 500 pounds, slaps, jerks right around that guy. Great quick hands, closes. Great pass rush.
No time for Norseth to throw. It's a loss of 6, 3rd and 16 coming up.
He will be the first down lineman picked in professional draft this year. He's a great player. There goes Murphy, makes the play from behind with Reed.
Kansas has to punt it away. Maloney on the return. Oklahoma goes on offense from their own 26.
Here's Lydell Carr. First down.
Carries the ball 7 straight times here at the beginning of the ball game for Oklahoma.
Oh, it's all on options. Mm-hmm. It's Reed.
That's the Reed that Holloway had, right?
Right.
Carr picks up 1. It's a 3rd and 1 play now.
Yeah.
He gets the first down.
Got the first. And there's a trap. Good play right there.
8 more for Carr.
And there's Mr. Jamel, the knuckleball. Chip scored. I guarantee you, if he hadn't gone down there, he'd scored.
Well, he knuckled his way for 18 yards. First carry of the day for freshman Jamel Holloway.
Trap option. Come on up the field. Keith Jackson, wall that one off. Smart. That's the way to go. Jukes that guy. Cut back to the open field.
1st and 10 at the Kansas 37.
And Jamel Holloway, option.
Ooh.
12-yard line.
Pickup of 25. We'll take another look at that. Holloway has a big day.
Little Stafford trying to block that linebacker. That's the way they jump.
He's
biting at his ankle there. Jamel breaks that guy's knees. Breaks this guy's knees.
So the secondary has to make the play. The Sooners have a first down at the Kansas 12.
Patrick Collins. Off tackle. Fire sweep.
Collins picks up 2, and that was the final play of the first quarter. Kansas out in front of the Oklahoma Sooners, 3-0. We'll be back with the second quarter right after this. The Sooners have the ball, 2nd and 8 from the Kansas 10-yard line. First play, second quarter.
No, we'll get it. Fumbled the football, and we got it back, I think.
Jamel went back in there and recovered the fumble. So now it's 3rd and 8 from the Kansas team.
Reed screen. Don't make much here. We'll have to kick field goal.
Spencer Tillman back in the lineup after missing a good portion of the season.
Good. Timmy had 2 opportunities, made both of them.
That was a 28-yard attempt, which was good. Capped off a 63-yard drive, and now we're all even at 3 apiece.
Todd Thompson hits it away into the wind. High kick, hits ground. They have to return this one, hit short of goal. It's Liddell Glenn, 7, making the play. Defensive cornerback, junior from California. Norset back to throw. Throws deep. And there's Ricky Dixon. And Derek put it back in coverage. That's where Ricky hurt his knee, right there. He's hurt. And sprained knee, I don't know how bad it is. I hope it's not bad. We need him back a couple of weeks.
Take another look at the interception, the second interception of the year for Ricky Dixon, and the first of 3 on the day for Oklahoma.
Ricky is really a good player. Great speed, 4.4 speed, and great tackler. Really got great range on the field.
So the Sooners get the turnover and have it at their own 43.
Jamel Holloway. Boy, he's something. Took Greg Johnson down at 300 pounds trying to escort him.
Jamel had big runs.
Good job,
14,
center.
15
Good job,
yards.
right guard. Good job, Anthony Phillips. Get out of his way, folks.
That's a pickup of 15. Sooners have it at the Kansas 42.
Boy, it's a great job, Jamel. Hey, he throws football. People don't realize how good a passer he is. Touchdown, Keith Jackson.
Keith Jackson.
Big Keith from Parkview High School, Little Rock, Arkansas. Great player.
57-yard drive in 2
This
plays.
is Reed. He's looking for Collins down the boundary. You can see Collins down the boundary. The safety went over the boundary on Collins, so he hit the post route. Wide down the middle of the field, and good read on the quarterback. He's either going to his halfback out of the backfield or wide on the post route, and hit Big Keith.
First touchdown reception of the year for Jackson. Second touchdown pass of the year for Holloway. Tim Lasher comes on to add the point after. Oklahoma now out in front, 10-3. Set up by the defense. So Thompson gets the kick again. Played a lot of 5 defensive backs.
Well, we started the game that way. You know, we just felt that we could. You know, you can't play against a team like Miami. You got to play 4 defensive backs because you can't stop the running game. With playing 5 defensive backs. So that's added pressure on your secondary when you got a team that can run the ball and throw the football. There's Bosworth making a tackle for a yard gain. Bosworth had 12 tackles in the ball game plus 4 sacks. Broken up passes caused an interception and set up a touchdown. There's Tony Rayburn. Pitch sweep. There's Mr. Boz. Missed the tackle, but went back and got it.
Lynn Williams picks up just 1, 2nd and 9.
There's Jeff Tupper in pass rush. Jeff played good. There's Darryl Reed. Our guys really wanted to get after them. We really, you talk revenge motive. There's no revenge motive. It's just the fact that we thought we were the better team last year. And, you know, they won the ball game last year, but they only made 1 first down in the second half. You know, last year, the same kind of game last year. It's just we were so inept on offense that our defense played great. It was our offense that destroyed us.
Kansas punts the ball away. Oklahoma has it at their own 8, and watch this drive.
And watch this drive. Was that an echo? Watch this drive. 93 yards.
Stereo, right?
Stereo. Jamel Holloway.
That was a pickup of 14 for Holloway.
He just didn't want to string it out, and I think I'll just go north on these guys.
Do you think Kansas did a pretty good job of taking your pitch man away from you?
We expected that. I told you last week that's not going to happen every week.
You did.
Everybody said, why don't they pitch that ball and let that halfback run around the corner? Well, let's let this guy do it.
Yeah. He only picked up 162 Saturday.
171. He had 9 yards and losses. Spencer Tillman shows he's still got his quickness right there. You ought to have. He's had pretty good rest. You know, when you play about 3 or 4 games in your career, you ought to look quick. Come on, Spence, get back out there.
Second
Jamel.
and 10.
I tell you what, you cut back, knuckleball. I got a fast. But people ask me, what am I talking about? I said, well, I got a fastball and a knuckleball. Eric Mitchell's your fastball, and this guy's your knuckleball.
We'll see Mitchell a little later on in the ball game. This is 23 yards for Holloway.
We're going to be in a situation where we can play both quarterbacks later on. Right now, The more experience that Eric Mitchell gets, the better he's going to be, and obviously he'll be in a situation, hopefully we'll be able, next couple weeks, to play both of them quite a bit.
Leon Perry at fullback picks up 3, 2nd and 7 now for the Sooners from the Kansas 35.
Option. Look at that time. Oh, Spence is a little ahead of him. Spence is going to be going down the boundary on that one.
I thought he was pitching it to you. Perry picks up a couple. First down now for the Sooners.
Oh, pitch the ball. Damon Stell. Patrick Collins, good block. Stay outside. Damon. Damon for inside the 20, about an 8-yard run. 2nd and 3 from the Kansas 19. Mail Holloway. He's looking for pitch man there. Don't force it. Don't force it. It'll happen. It'll happen. Sees all these old films of Oklahoma quarterbacks, J.C. Watts and these guys. He knows his pitchbacks here. He was getting ready. He runs down the field with that little ball in front of him. He doesn't. Some of them used to hold it one hand. He holds it in both hands. He's got a little.
This is a 92-yard drive we're working on here. Tillman picks up 3. It's 2nd and 7 from the Kansas 8.
There he goes again. That's where he got stuck right there. He got drilled in the... There's touchdown. Leon Perry. I tell you, that was really a good play right there. You know, that's the triple option on the goal line. And he reads the tackles everywhere all the field. We started these kids out doing that, and they've been. See, watch this. Tackle on top. Will step out. He reads him, hands the ball to the fullback right there in that crease. Can't play games with that guy because he will burn you.
92-yard drive in 13 plays, all of it on the ground. Lasher adds the point after. Oklahoma out in front of Kansas 17-3. Not bad, Coach.
Great drive, 93 yards. That kind of established great offensive confidence.
Used over 4 minutes on the clock.
It's not much. That's a pretty good trip. 4 minutes, go that far in 4 minutes. It's a pretty good trip. It usually takes you longer.
From their own 20,
Look
Kansas.
Look at there. Who is that guy?
Murphy.
Mr. Murphy, 39. Murphy's a great actor. He comes out there and he gets drilled and he lays there on the turf, and we want our coaches in the press box. Murphy, it's all right to take a rest and lay out there like you're knocked out, but just raise your hand, just wave it and lay back down. Then we'll know you're all right. We won't worry about you.
Norseth throws again, incomplete. Intended for Skip Pete. 3rd and 18 now.
There comes Mr. Tony, and there's Mr. Boswell. He got some speed, hasn't he?
Take another look at it.
Boswell, 6'3", 240 pounds, runs 4'6". He is an intimidating player.
Run away from Casillas and get nailed by Bosworth.
He just lets you know who it is. Guess who? Tackles him. He says, guess who? Donnie Maloney from Chickasha. Freshman.
Clipping penalty against the Sooners gives them the ball at their own 31.
Jamel gets the ball pitched to Patrick Collins. Oh, that's a personal foul right there. That shouldn't happen.
Pickup of 9 for Collins, tack on 15 for the foul.
It's Damon in the flat, about 5.
Holloway hit his first 4 passes of the day.
Ooh, look at Lydell. 5.
3rd and 1.
Jamel gets it. We've stopped ourselves here on this drive. We get a 4th and short, and we don't execute here. And Jamel for a couple.
2nd and 7 coming up.
And then the counter play to Patrick. Couple.
3rd and 5 now.
Lydell for about 4 or 5.
4. This is your 4th down play coming up here.
This is run the linebacker through right here, and it forces him too deep, and we weren't able to get the first there. Right?
We're late in the 2nd quarter now. Kansas takes over on downs at their own 25.
And there's Casillas. Forced him scramble, and there's the rest of the corps right there. Casillas pressured him out of the pocket to his pass rush.
Loss of 4.
That's Bosworth, whole front, Reed.
Little conversation going on there. 3rd and 12.
Got a scramble, tries to throw deep. And there's, that's the problem is the short guy. You pick on the short guy. Derek White's a good little kid, good little player. But, you know, he's not doesn't have the height. That's a great thing about Crudup maybe coming to the front because he's 6'2" and 210 pounds and really can run. And boy, it's a great job, pass protection, staying in the pocket, throwing the big Keith Jackson down the middle. He nearly lateraled the ball to 27. He said, I thought about it, but if they'd gotten him down there, they used out the clock. There's only 5 seconds left and stopped the clock. They'd kick a field goal. That's a big play. That's a big-time play right there.
36-yard reception, and Lasher has time to come on and hit a 26-yard field goal.
You know,
that's the way the first half ended. Go ahead.
You know, that was a drop-back pass right there. We spread set, and little old Jamel dropped straight back.
And hit Keith Jackson for 36 yards. At halftime, the Sooners out in front of Kansas, 20-3. We'll be back right after this. We're at halftime. Pride of Oklahoma performing. There's Elvira.
You got new uniforms, haven't you?
Yes, they do have new uniforms. Little Halloween fun in Owen Field yesterday. Sellout crowd, more than 75,000. Jennifer Horn, twirler.
You get to see these things, Robbie. I don't get to, you know. Of course,
you're in there taking care of business.
That's right.
What were you saying in there? Things are going pretty well, didn't you think?
No, I thought so. You know, that was a big play right before the half, you know, for Keith to make the catch and get us a score on the board. That was a big-time play. And 20-3 lead is not much against a team that can throw the ball like they could, but, you know, halftime stats were pretty impressive. They only had 8 yards rushing and obviously didn't have much throwing the football. They got, I think, 0 yards in the second quarter, so the ball game was totally controlled by us. But I felt pretty good about it, and I thought we'd go out and dominate the second half and score some more.
What were your thoughts about when you were going to blitz Norset? You spent a lot of time doing it. Was that dictated by down and distance?
Gary Gibbs completely controls our defense. Gary is really a great football coach. He has done a super job with our defensive people, but talent wins for you. Players win offensively and defensively, but you got to orchestrate them, and he does a great job of orchestrating our defense. He spends 16 hours a day in the film, and he works as hard at coaching our defense, preparing our defense as any coach in America. He takes a lot of pride in the job that he does.
And the Sooners ranked #1 in the nation in defense going into the Kansas game. That won't change after the performance on Saturday. Oklahoma out in front of Kansas 20-3 at halftime. We'll be back with the third quarter right after this. Kansas will kick and defend the north goal, so the Sooners go on offense to start the third quarter, leading 20-3.
Kicks it out of the end zone. We won the toss and we elected to defer to the second half, and we received, get the ball to 20, and how about this first play? Jamel Holloway, open field.
That's a quick 40, folks. 40 yards.
And we lose field, and we don't score on this drive. That's what score. I mean, you make a big play and don't take advantage. Great blocking in the corner, great quickness, great run in the building. Runs away from that guy, he jukes this guy. And he's going to juke another one right there. He jumps inside in.
162 yards on 19 carries for Jamel Holloway.
Throw the football. You know, when people want to throw the football, and we had a big play the first half, he throws to Keith, nearly intercepted. But we throw twice in a row and have 1st and 10, make a long run, and then we run the trap about 4 yards, 5 yards. So it's 3rd and 6, and we throw again, and we're incomplete. And he throws a little high. He's open, but now we got to punt football. If it stayed in the running game, Robbie would put it in the end zone. What I'm trying to tell you.
I understand. Winchester kicks it. Kansas goes on offense at their own 9-yard line.
Don't give it any there. They had a busted route.
Norset incomplete.
Bosworth on the blitz. Really going to safety. Great football player. Look here, you can't tell. Look at normal linebacker depth right there when he anticipates it perfectly. You know, no way to pick him up. Great knack for that.
Bosworth gets North-Seth for a loss of 5. Take another look at it.
Look at North-Seth.
From North-Seth's point of view.
Here he comes. I'm going to tell you, Mike knew who it was. They know who each other are.
Sooners got 8 sacks on the day.
Bosworth got 4 himself. 12 tackles.
Boy, he is a fiery player. 3rd and 15 now for Kansas.
Bosworth tackle. Maybe.
Kansas has to punt from their own end zone. Sooners going to end up with good field position.
Kick is to Shep. He falls down.
From the OU 43.
Oh, middle linebacker. Why didn't we block the middle linebacker in 4-3 defense? When the option play, Jamel turns up. See, where's Jamel? Come on, Jamel, you're not hurt.
3rd and 5 now.
No, look. Too much penetration there, Anthony Phillips.
So Winchester has to boot it away. Kansas gets the fair catch start at their own 27-yard line.
Here's North-Seth rolling out on a bootleg and throw a crossing route to the tight end. One of the biggest plays of the day. Rayburn makes the tackle.
Pickup of 13.
There's Murphy there on a Utah pass. And there's Bosworth makes the tackle.
After a gain of 4, 2nd and 6.
North-Seth back to throw. Throws to tight end. Crossing route. Missed tackle. Get him down. Crudup. 15.
First down.
On the draw play, Reed, Bosworth, fumble the ball, Miliazzo gets it.
Take another look at that as Brian Bosworth causes the fumble. Paul Miliazzo makes the recovery. The Sooners get a turnover. 2 pretty good players right there.
Yep, here's Reed. 40's a really fine player. Reed makes a play. Bosworth knocks the ball loose there, and there's the ball rolling on the ground, and Vickers aided, and Paul gets the ball.
Sooners have it at their own 40.
That was a good read. Stafford in the ball game. Turn up in there, Collins for a few yards.
3rd and 3 play.
Option play. Come on, gang.
Winchester to punt. Winchester had a good day, kicked 4 times, averaged 40 yards a punt, longest of 61.
Most of his were into the wind, too, in this quarter. North-Seth back to throw, Tupper, and there's Reed, Bosworth.
Pickup of 3. Kansas gets penalized, or had offsetting penalties, so 2nd and 7 there.
Good play by Tony Rayburn. Bosworth on a blitz, they pick him up, there's Tupper. Reed, and Bosworth makes the tackle from behind to help Tupper.
2nd and 18.
Uh-oh, backside. Good pass rush. Stevie Bryan caused that incompletion. You see Stevie Bryan, 86, right there, and Tony Casillas. No, it's Tony Casillas.
Just blowing by those people. 3rd and 18.
Oh, there's Reed from the backside. He got a scramble again. There's Dante Jones. He can run, too. Really good player. He is a good football player.
No time for North-Seth. We'll take another look at it here as he scrambles around. Can't find anybody to throw to.
Dante can really run. It's a good play.
The Jayhawks are going backwards as Dickerson has to punt it away. 4th and 25 from the Kansas 4. From the end zone.
You know, we the field position we had this second half, we ought to have scored more points than 48. We had great field position here. I think we started from here on. We turned the ball over right here, midfield, and give them the ball back. So we didn't play well these 3 series right here. Or what happens, they go score a field goal, then we ignite. See us? This makes you a little nervous because, you know, Not scoring any points, you're dominating ball games. Your defenses haven't played too much now, and you're not getting any points on the board. It's only 20 to 6, and I mean 20 to 3.
3, yeah. Right.
There's Miliazzo, Vickers.
Kansas can't run the football.
Oh, come on, Boz. You did everything else but Oski.
Almost got the interception. Kansas now faced with a 4th and 3.
That's a long field goal. He guy hits it here.
This is the longest of the year for Jeff Johnson, a 54-yard field goal. So Kansas gets back on the board. It's now Oklahoma 20, Kansas 6. That guy's only got half a foot. You notice that, Coach?
Like Tom Dempsey, the pro kicker.
Uh-huh.
Kicks off, pretty good kicker. That fumbles it, and got it down in the end zone. He and Crudup are deep. First play, big Lydell ricochets through there. Long run. The car is out of the shop. Kids were getting on last week talking about, well, the car is in the shop. Lydell said the car is out of the shop, hitting on all 8.
66 yards on this carry. Carr had 114 yards
Stop,
on the
Shep.
day.
I told you don't go sprint down there, Shep. All you're doing is wasting gas, burning gas right there. Don't clip anybody. Everybody just freeze and watch him run.
Carr over the 1,000-yard mark in his career.
And then the ball to Spencer Tillman. Good job of run. Spence for 9, 10 yards. Collins got hurt right then, kicked on the shin. Oh, there you hand the ball to Lydell Jamel. Boy, good play, good decision, good read.
1st and goal.
Lydell to out 1. Well, let's get this over with. Jamel just puts it in the end zone.
It's an 80-yard drive in 5 plays. The big play, of course, the 66-yard run by Lydell Carr. Take another look at the touchdown by Jamel Holloway.
Craig Johnson made him disappear. Grabbed hold of him. He just went off the screen.
Tim Lasher comes on and adds the point after, and the Sooners get right back on the board after the Kansas field goal. It's now Oklahoma 27, Kansas 6, late in the 3rd quarter. Dad's Day, Norman.
Kicks away. Todd hits this one high. At the goal line, into the wind. They got a clip right there. They called it too. Clipped us.
Kansas will start from their own 6-yard line.
Goes to flat. Dante Jones.
Kansas had an ineligible man downfield, so now they're at their own 3.
Bosworth causes an interception. Blitz. That's Bosworth gets that touchdown, folks. You get to see it again in replay right here. Just because of Bosworth and linebacker blitz, hits him in the end zone, and the ball went right straight up in the air.
Take another look at it here.
Here comes Boz over everybody, hurtling over the guard, in right there, causing him to throw the ball straight up in the air.
Watch the ball. You can see the ball come right down to David Vickers.
It's like a punt coming down everybody right there. Bosworth knows it.
David Vickers on the interception, the 2nd interception of the day for the Sooners. And they have it at the Kansas 5-yard line. Brian Bosworth caused it. First play.
Eric Mitchell. Good job, Eric. Spencer Tillman, touchdown, Sooners. Bring out the ponies.
Take another look at the touchdown run by Spencer Tillman.
How come they didn't run the ponies on the field yesterday? There's Eric Mitchell. Good block there, right halfback. Cornerback went outside. Eric Mitchell could jump inside and scored, so he just wanted to run the option. Pitch the ball to Spencer, make the highlight film. Spencer hasn't been, he said, Spencer hasn't been here in a while. I'll let him score this one.
Tim Lasher adds the point after, so the Sooners capitalizing on a turnover, take the ball in. At the end of 3 quarters, it's Oklahoma 34, Kansas 6. We'll be back in just a minute. We start the 4th quarter. Kansas has its 2nd and 8 from their own 14.
Nearly fumbled the ball. Bosworth on the sack. Blitz.
Loss of 9.
And Bosworth spent more time back there than they did.
Yeah. Rogers picks up 3, so Kansas has to punt the ball away again from their end zone.
There's Shep. That shouldn't be. That's no penalty. I tried to tell him, no foul. I don't want our crews calling that as a penalty. Kid didn't hit him. He just couldn't stop. And option, Mitchell pitches the ball, fumble, turnover, first play Stafford. That was a bust. We can't run that play from that formation, but that's get some experience. Both. I don't know what to do. Bosworth, tackle.
2nd and 11 after a loss of 1.
There's Reed. I mean, that was Reed making the play, but that was Curtis Williams, a freshman nose guard, relieving Casillas, pressuring the quarterback.
Norseth got banged up a bit, so now Quick is the quarterback.
I'll keep your head up, Curtis. You ought to make that play. Richard Reed making the play, 96 and behind. They got to punt it. And there's Sonny Brown making the play.
Sooners have it at their own 28.
Eric Mitchell, option, hand the ball to Leon Perry. Execute now. Eric, just go out and do what the defense tells you to do. Okay, I'll just go 35 yards through the run here. Shoot. 35 yards, just like that. Great speed.
Mitchell carries 4 times on the day. This is a 35-yard run. Only forced out of bounds, but the Sooners have it at the Kansas 30-yard line.
And the ball off. Great run, Leon Perry. Boy, he's a good back. Big, strong back and really run. That's really a great move, putting him fullback for us. Help Lydell out there.
So Leon Perry goes 30 yards to pay dirt.
Good job, Eric Mitchell.
Breaks the tackle there. Running by people.
Juking people, too. Good runner. Good open field runner. But great body length. 6'2", 220, and 4'5".
72-yard drive in 3 plays. Asher adds the point after. It's now Oklahoma 41, Kansas 6.
You know who he's built like? You know, like Leon Perry. It reminds me of Elvis Peacock. Remember Elvis? How big Elvis was in the legs, and Elvis was about 220. And it's they look a lot alike. Sure, their uniforms a lot alike.
Rogers on the carry, picks up 1. 2nd and 9. Quick, still the quarterback.
Quick with no quick.
Needed to be quick to get away from people. 3rd and 9 coming up.
Blitz. Just get down. There's Raven on safety blitz.
Take another look at it.
Harass this young quarterback. That's why he's pulled up and started sliding. He saw the strong safety coming. I'm not gone far enough. I better stop right here.
Kansas has to punt the ball away.
Got him Maloney makes a catch. Ball dropped in the wind on him. Eric Mitchell throws the ball good right here. Just a little over the head of a receiver. Well thrown ball. Option play. Eric, jump up inside. Eric, fullback got to get the Mike linebacker.
3rd and 10.
Eric, and the ball off the... Oh, Rodney, keep your feet and you score. Rodney Anderson, freshman fullback.
Pick up of 16 for Anderson. His
That's way to go, way to go, way to go, Rodney. Break it, break it.
1st down. Pick up of 16 by Anderson.
That's a good job execution right there. I'm really happy with Eric right there, making the right decisions.
7 yards.
There you go.
Anderson picks up 1. It's now 3rd and 2.
And the ball to Stafford. They don't block the middle linebacker right there.
But he gets the 2 yards, so the Sooners still have it at the 18.
And the ball to Rodney. Doing a good job of blocking right there. Group. Eric Mitchell and his blitz. Oh.
3rd and 11 now.
Great throw to Eric. Good job executing right here. Sets. He's got a good arm. Drills. Touchdown pass right there. 19 yards to Derek Shepard. Derek flipped it to the photographer. So here's a souvenir. It costs $45. Wilson ball.
Take another look at the touchdown pass. Eric Mitchell to Derek Shepard.
Eric sets. Eric's got a strong arm. Strike. Great route. Touchdown. Sooners. Bring out the Plains.
Shep got himself wide open. Mitchell got the ball to him. Great shot. There you
go. There you go. Right the camera away. There you go,
reach out
Derek.
there and grab that.
How about that?
Derek Shepard on the reception. Lasher comes in and kicks another extra point. Now Oklahoma with a 48-6 lead. Kansas got the ball again, but they couldn't do anything with it, so game 3 of the Big 8 play is over. The Sooners are now 3-0 in Big 8 play as they whip Kansas 48-6. We'll be back in just a minute. Oklahoma now 5-1 on the year, 3-0 in Big 8 play. And you made a very interesting comment
About your tie?
No, they don't want to know about my tie. But you said teams that have to play you now, they can throw the first 4 films away. This is almost an entirely different ball club offensively, isn't it?
It's because of the quarterbacking situation. We lose Troy Aikman to an injury. It's a different style of offense now because of the option game and the ability of the 2 quarterbacks to run the football. And so I think that people that we play from here on are just going to completely discount those 2, other than pass routes. They'll go look at, they'll chart those games and see what type of pass routes we're throwing, basically. But they've got to look at the last 2 ball games to prepare for our games in the future.
In talking to Jamel after the ball game Saturday, he said that he felt more confident with the offense and that the running game was not at the peak, but it's getting there. And now you got some healthy people back. Spencer, tell me.
It helps. So we play a lot of backs in the ball game. I read a comment. Someone said that, well, we don't have any backs. That's why we play. Trying to find one, playing a bunch of them. I think we've got some fine backs, and we try to play all of them and rest them, and that's why we have an opportunity to see a lot of people out there because they all make big plays. They've all got speed and quickness, and we try to utilize their abilities and talents because we feel comfortable with any one of them in the ball game. I want to get to a situation where I feel comfortable with Eric playing in the ball game too, just as much as Jamel. Right now, Eric is getting better in practice. He's had 2 good weeks. He made some mistakes when he first went out yesterday in the first series, but from then on he played extremely well in the ball game. So I think that we're going to have 2 fine quarterbacks before the season's over, and hopefully we can play both of them here in the next few weeks.
And you're coming down to the final 4 games of the Big 8 race. How do you feel about the offense? Are you where you want to be, or do they need to improve some more? How do you look at that?
Well, I think that there's room for improvement. I think that we're learning the offense as a young group. We only have 1 senior on the offensive unit, Eric Mitchell, Eric Pope at left tackle. We're getting better week by week. Our line blocking is better. We're getting experience there, and our backs are young, and they're getting more experience. Our quarterbacks obviously are very young, and they're getting better every time they take a snap. And I see some good things, and I'm excited about the future of this football team. And I don't think we have to think about next year. I can think about this year because I think that we are becoming a very good offensive unit. I worry about playing real good people on defense because I know that OSU and Nebraska are going to be type of defensive teams, and that, we're not going to move the ball up and down the field against them, but we're going to have some things happen in the passing game, and we'll have to probably work harder on that in the future to get some big plays there.
Okay, congratulations on the victory over Kansas. 48-6 was the final. Now the Sooners will go on the road to take on the Missouri Tigers, a team that finally won a ball game this year as they beat Iowa State this past Saturday. For Barry Switzer and Oklahoma football, I'm Robbie Robertson. Goodbye, everybody. Oklahoma football has been brought to you by Budweiser, the king of beers. Reach for that distinctively clean, crisp taste that says Budweiser. For all you do, this Bud's for you. Bolin Imports Limited, home of Mercedes-Benz sales, service, and leasing. By Red Lobster Restaurants. There's never been a better place, and now there's never been a better time for seafood. And by the Pepsi-Cola Bottling Company of Oklahoma City. Pepsi, the choice of a new generation.